Hi, this is JJ Williams. First, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to talk about the funeral, the wrap up. Let's get to it.
I feel like
Lord, this makes me dizzy.
I think that's a little better.
We did it. So,
I'm Quan. Put up under your
JJ
mouth.
Williams
And this is our talk of
did the funeral.
what to say.
So I have a question for you. What's your favorite video in the funeral series?
I like what was his name because actually it told a story that I could understand. And the whole video was so funny. Like every time you say what was his name?
She was saying the man was a man who grew up a boy. She was saying a bunch of vague things. It was like you couldn't help but be a man that grew up a boy.
Talking about ask us to tell you his name. I thought you knew him.
Deaconess is attention seeking. She is fake and phony, epitome of nice nasty. Like she's gonna be sweet and appear sweet to everybody and genteel, but she is very much the bad guy, the devil. She's the wolf in sheep's clothing. So yeah. Like I mean, your character saw got that, got the full wrath. It's like we do every video, we do the music for it.
She does.
Because sometimes he sits there and he makes me feel really supported. Saw him to help her out, or like Larry Reid. We do the music and we do the video. And actually he started out as we did this song called I Guess. And we were beefing.
Her hood was beefing with my hood.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we don't play that. we bout it.
The corona brought us back together.
The corona brought us back together. I needed somebody who could run backwards. Somebody who could do stuff that you're supposed to do with like the expensive camera. Honestly, he's one of my favorite people to hang out with. It would be a great reason for us to just be friends again.
Yeah.
And our entire summer has been making these little shows. The one thing he will not help me do is edit. And it's really stupid. No, you're not stupid. You're lazy. What ends up being a 5 to 7 minute video takes about 2 hours to edit if you're lucky. Maybe longer. Yeah. Just like between 2 and 10 hours sometimes, trying to figure out everything, trying to get it just right. Our food is here. Ooh!
Dropping stuff.
Very hot, so please be careful.
How nice are you? That's his. That's definitely.
I heard you excited about it.
You want to pray?
I already prayed.
Lord God, thank you for the soothing about the sheets and nourishment of our body. Thank you for keeping us. Thank you for protecting us during this time and allowing us the resources it takes to actually come to a restaurant and enjoy said food. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. He's good.
But we out West Virginia too, at the Cheesecake Factory.
He always thinks we're someplace that we're not. So every time we drive out someplace, he says, "Are we going to Baltimore?" Okay, so this is a continuation of our little talk about the funeral. So,
I'm sorry, I didn't went to editing school and
nobody went to editing school. That's why we're on YouTube.
Question of the day is, what it is about you that make you want to do these videos?
I'm a Christian first and a musician.
You put my mask on.
And I'm a black woman, so it's kind of like being silly. And, expressive moments, especially during COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, these are my crazy thoughts. It was apropos considering all the things that are currently going on with a pandemic. So the funeral takes place in 3 settings. So in basically Act 1, or the funeral part 1, we deal with a funeral that was missed, or like a funeral of the past. So beloved Miss Jenkins dies, and nobody tells the minister of music, who is the first main character. Minister of music is flawed. Then you have deaconess, and deaconess is what people think Christians are. So it's like they're doing dirt in secret. They're really, really nice to some people and really, really mean to other people. They're fake. They're phony. They only believe in or care about appearance. Very capitalistic.
Okay, the question I have, because I know that. When are you going to show your character and who you are?
What are you talking about? Who am I?
Betty Pablo.
Like I'm doing something right now. Like we're videoing right now. This is me.
Tell the people who you are, where you from, what's your name,
No, I'm not doing all of that. All right. Moving on. Oh yes, the funeral part 1. We learned that of a past death, more current. So Miss Jenkins dies. Nobody tells the minister of music. There's the second song called "What Was His Name," which was, to me, one of the most entertaining. I mean, everybody's had like a relative or somebody that they know that wants to sing, that wants to do all the singing for recognition. Like that's all they really want. And sometimes you just give it to them. Just let them do it. Because, shoot, I don't want to do it. You kind of create this monster. So when she gets caught by the minister of music, who is also very mad at her anyway because she knows that she got her fired, she comes back and finds out that her favorite person at the church is dead. And then she got to play for somebody who she can't stand.
Yeah, she playing music, but she's still playing the fakeness.
What?
She's still... You didn't say the minister of music?
Why don't you ever know the difference between the minister of music and the deaconess?
Oh, so the lady at the piano is the minister of music.
Mm-hmm. You know that the person who plays music is usually the minister of music.
The minister of music sometimes don't actually be behind.
That's true. Most times, they play music. Like if you have to choose between which one is the minister of music, you would probably choose the one playing the music versus the one singing at part 2. And you had to act like an old man.
We should have put that in the blooper. She had to pay me $100. So here, you see?
I ain't pay him. Okay. So the great thing about that, paid you attention. Ushers was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
that was funny. Like, cause like really, she'll write it down like her brain just go like so she ain't really got no like
script.
That's
it's more calculated than that.
I mean, that's the way I pick it. You know, I'm more of a
character. How this video is supposed to be how I'm explaining how all this connects, and then you're telling them that none of it connects. You just
what 10 is going
part 2, because it's in my mind and not Daquan's. Okay, so part 2 basically talks about the things that you don't get to see in a funeral. They are right there. They are helping. They are assisting, and they see things that people just don't see. Are the ushers. So the ushers are not welcoming. You're gonna lose out on maybe 50% of the potential members that you could be gaining because some ushers can be really, really mean. Bethel was nice.
Oh, that was her name?
Then you have the mistress. That's another big deal. Like the older I get, the more mistresses come in, and truthfully, I mean, it's kind of a tale all this time. If you are a mistress and you are above the age of 55, you need to retire. You need to let it go. He is not going to change. He's not going to get, unless, I don't know, do mistresses get paid? Is there a pension plan? Well, I don't endorse it.
And if they do get paid, I don't think they should get paid.
At least if you be a mistress and that's like your life's profession, retire. Like make enough money and retire. Like
no,
don't be 70. You think Obama has a mistress or has
every president has a mistress.
So the mistress.
That's how you speak.
Your baby's ugly. Introduced us to the puppets. Mm-hmm. And the puppets were one of my favorite things to do. And I wish COVID was over and we had like people who could just like man those puppets. Like nowhere. It was so weird because cut yeah. A little knife got ow heavy. I'm gonna cut you.
Cause how would you know if it's funny?
I have a warped sense of humor. And so the video, there's a couple videos that you didn't think was funny, but I thought was hilarious, right?
You at least really gotta like your own stuff to actually believe in yourself. So even when somebody don't, you still keep going and won't.
Most of those folks get paid though. I'm
they get paid
to for free.
We like what we doing, so it's like.
But I would like it better if I was getting paid. My daddy was a hoe. Now those are fighting words. Money is a real big subject. Basically, the premise of this song and story is don't put your family in a predicament of not being able to take care of you when you're gone. If you're gonna have a family, have one. Don't have several. To say about my daddy was a hoe?
Yeah, I always got something to say when my daddy was a hoe.
What about
my daddy was actually a hoe? My mama had.
YouTube don't need to know about that. YouTube don't need to know about that, friend.
See, I told you I wanted the ones to get straight to the point. She wanted to
that's not straight to the point. We're supposed to be getting straight to the videos, not to your life story. Like that's for the Daquan channel.
We're not having a Daquan channel. You asked me a question, and this is the way
so
I answer.
let me answer the question and talk about everything that happened in my life. Yeah. This is about drinking drink wood.
What was the question?
We supposed to be talking about daddy was a hoe. Like
she really failed. She really failed, and that was the
like
funniest part.
When the puppet jumped out at me, or I threw the puppet at myself.
That was so funny. And she literally failed.
I hurt myself.
Mm-hmm.
I do my own stunts.
Yes, you do.
Part 3. A lot of church leaders now are fake in one way and then they're living completely different. And honestly, I've been guilty of it. Sometimes there's one or two things that happen. Sometimes you get put in a position where they assume that this is how you should act, how you're supposed to live, and this is what you're supposed to be, which is really bogus. I mean, everybody's walk is different. The other person who goes, I am exactly everything that you think I am and more, and I'm a prize that you should throw money at, that you should treat right, that you should, like support in every single way, namely financially. And it's a power hungry menace that is created, like a monster. And Deaconess represents this monster. Tangling is kind of based on, like, loosely on the Jada and Will Smith interview of
actually the most difficult one for me.
Figure it out. So like you're really hard on yourself and you don't need to be.
I'm not really hard on myself. Is that if you be hard on yourself, you work more on yourself. Work more
but
on yourself.
You didn't.
If you perfect,
like I tried to I tried to give himself. I tried to give you a YouTube video on how to make the videos better. You you try to tell me I need to do my video. You try to tell me. We both have to get better. Like hopefully we'll get there.
If you think that we're doing something wrong, or you think that something that she can do a little better, take all criticism.
Something that she can do a little better, not us. It's like you
see how I throw that in there?
Yeah, like both have to get better. Like hopefully we'll get there, and then hopefully somebody will gift us a video camera, and be wonderful. You know what I mean? It'd be great.
Somebody else gonna give us a camera.
Somebody gonna give us a camera?
Yeah, we asking God. Thanks, God. I appreciate that.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I appreciate the MacBook, the new MacBook with the huge hard drive space and the external hard drive and video camera.
Very useful.
And recording equipment that you are going to bequeath me.
Who's bequeath? To give?
Yeah, like.
Why so big words be so simple?
Gift.
Why can't it be that word completes all the other big words that mean the same thing?
Because words are wonderful, delicate. It's like a garden or grass.
Like I don't get the word.
Like you need all of the grass to make a beautiful garden.
Look at the word loquacious. It means talkative. Just say talkative.
But you knew talkative. Like, I'm sure some person is like, talkative. Why you got kids that say talk a lot? Entangling.
Entanglement.
Entangling.
I think she wanted to do that one because the story. Everybody knows the story was actually funny, so she expressed it in her own way of what she thought was funny.
And the deaconess is always a good vehicle, and mind you, a little fun fact that the pastor is played by my ex-husband. It was cool watching that shift. Because after the serpent is shown and after the wolf is, after the wolf is seen, the wolf can't put back on the clothing. So after that, she shows her slip even more in this next video. And he dead. Gets to kind of act a fool. She's showing her many talents, her guitar skills, but he doesn't like the video. You can comment below, like, you can be honest, like, I don't mind. Just say, I don't like it, and this is why. And that's fine.
I don't like it. When she playing, she can't sound bad, so who can? No.
I can't.
No.
I can't the singers.
No.
Singers is like, nah.
Look, if your singer says you,
that wasn't even an alpha.
If singer say
no
to
that
you,
was an alpha zeta.
If singer,
oh yeah. So she's mad about it, and then when that little accent pops up out of nowhere, it was the worst. It was the worst accent. Like, I don't know what country or place it is derived. I just know that it's supposed to be Hispanic, and I'm so sorry.
English.
I'm so sorry for every Hispanic friend that had to endure that accent. But it was fun. Scandalo. Like, that was fun.
That's gonna be a trend. Watch.
I hope so. I mean, like, it used to be a thing, like, from the little telenovelas. Scandalo. Like, where we're going. Mm-hmm. So part 3 talks about more. This is the end of the funeral. So the
funeral finale.
Part 1 starts a funeral, and part 3 ends with another funeral. I think the songs that we've created for the finale is. She said we. Yeah, it was definitely we this time. Right, well crafted way of saying goodbye, and I love the song. It gives me very much Sly and the Family Stone. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any other topics you might want us to tackle in church, let us know. But thank you for listening to us rant. Hopefully the edits will make sense, because I probably am going to cut a lot of weird stuff out. Or not. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That sharing thing is important. Subscribing. I want 1,000 subscribers. Can we get that? Can we get 1,000 subscribers? That's gonna take all 28 of you guys. You gotta share with 50 of your friends. You gotta tell 50 of your friends to subscribe. I'm not good with math. I have a lot of talents. I don't need to be good with math. With all your friends, and tell us what you want to hear, and please make sure that they subscribe. We really appreciate you guys, and it's been super fun spending this summer
now
with
go to
my
bed.
daughter.
Bye.
You're not going to bed.
Bye. Go to bed.
He's going home. Like, no.
Yes.
I feel like people who are really on their walk don't have to tell you nothing. All they have to do is walk their walk, and you can just see that they walking. They be walking.
Look, I'm trying to tell you.
There they go.